Thank you very much. I want us to step up a bit.
Okay.
Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister of the UK, mentioned about the white paper. 5 years. They want to increase the number of the years from 5 years to 10 years. I want to ask you, does it worth it? Or what do you think will be the reactions from the professionals who are here? Are they going to say they want to stay for 10 years before they will be able to have that indefinite leave to remain? I want to hear your opinion.
Now, for me, speaking from hindsight,
Yeah.
it doesn't worth it. I'll give you one or two reasons. Reason one, a lot of people who are waiting for this indefinite leave are not doing anything tangible, anything in their career path. They're just hanging on.
That's most of them.
Most, I can tell you for free.
Okay.
Most of them. And especially when you look at that with this white paper that's extending the time within which to get the ILR from 5 to 10, it excludes core professionals like the nurses and the medical doctors.
Okay.
And these are the people, if they are here working, they are now, the system will protect them and the system wants them. Now, the other people that want to stay for 10 years are some of them who are doing support work, who are doing care job. And I don't think that many Nigerians who are doing that job in the UK here did it in Nigeria. Some may have done it or may not do it. We don't have that system in Nigeria of care system where the elderly are moved into the care homes. We have our African culture where the elderly parents takes care of.
There are some elderly homes now in Nigeria.
Well, not compared to what it is. There are very few. Probably you'll be talking about Lagos. I don't know.
Lagos, Abuja. One now in Imo State.
No, that's Ebko. Forget about Ebko. Forget about him. Oh, those pastors are called the Pastor Pedro. Sabawan calls them pulpit bandits. So the point I'm making is that it's not a profession that Nigerians are known for. If we say doctors, nurses, and lawyers, then accountants, that's understandable. But care and support is not something. So a lot of them doing that here, probably some of them are lawyers, some of them are accountants, some of them are economists, and have come to do that. And having to commit your 10 years of your life in a work that you don't like. An average working life of a man is 35 years. And you've committed 10 years in a field that you are not happy about, every day you go to work, you just be cursing yourself.
There's no passion.
There's no passion. Every day you wake up in the morning and say, oh, this day is another day break. How am I going to navigate this? So do you think, let me ask you, do you think it was 10 years of agony? Let me use that word.
It does not make sense.
10 years of it, to me, it doesn't, to be honest, it doesn't really worth it as far as I'm concerned. But people will commit to it. Then when they get to that end, they realize, oh my God, is this why I've been wasting my time? For that will always be the case. And it's not only applicable to indefinite leave to remain. Sometimes you pursue something with your passion, with all your strength, with all your energy. By the time you have it in your hand, you're asking yourself, does
this a natural thing?
If I may react to that, right? So, somebody came in, took a care worker role. Presumably, I suppose whoever that wants to do care work, the care job is a sector that, you need to have that compassion.
Yeah, you need to have
the zeal to be able to work in that sector. Now, somebody takes that job, and the only hope of taking that job is to get indefinite leave to remain after 5 years. Then the person, to the best of my understanding, is not doing that job with passion. So he's only doing that to survive, to survive, to get to this point. It then brings to question, what happens after the person gets indefinite leave to remain? Will the person quit the job? If the person quits the job, where will the person fall back to? That is where some politicians are now raising concerns on recourse to public fund. Now, that is another question maybe for another day.
Yeah.
Now, for now, in terms of 5 years to 10 years, I want to respond to that. Majority of people that are going through the ILR route, majority of them are going through the 10-year route. They are is quite a limited number who are doing 5 years, maybe professionals like doctors or nurses, but every other people, maybe you came in here for a study and you studied and you get currently there is 2 years post study, you do 2 years post study, then you now get a job that will keep you for 5 years. If you add it up, it's about 8 years.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are doing less than the 5 years initially. So what? It's not like I'm not holding brief for the government, but I believe most of the things that government does, they do their research, they have their data, and they sit down and take appropriate decision. So it's if you want, it's a question of, remember, even when you are doing the 5-year route, you are not under any obligation to stay.
Yeah,
If the system is not fair for you, you go. And now I want to also point out something that we may not be looking at here, because when this 5-year, 10-year issue came up, there is most of the outcry I had, unquote, I'll call it outcry, unquote, is from those in the care sector. But remember,
why the outcry is from them, I said it earlier on, is that many of them doing that job are just hanging on.
Now, that is why I want to address this. So, for them to be able to do that job, the government lowered the bar. We have to understand this. The government lowered the bar to accommodate, care workers from the outside.
The government lowering the bar is not doing them a favor.
Yeah, but
the government, no government anywhere does does migrants a favor. No government anywhere.
Yeah,
because the government, they needed their services.
They needed their services.
Yeah,
whatever government lowers the bar is going to benefit from it, especially for migrants.
And their services are very, very essential.
So in this case, before 2020, care workers were still coming, but they have to. Government did not lower the bar for them. So if you came before 2020 as a care worker, you have to pay immigration health surcharge. And immigration health surcharge is in the tune of thousands. But for care workers who are going through that route and they are getting 5-year visa, the government have saved them already £5,000. And remember when I started, I talked about the burden of cost. So the government have removed that cost for them.
Now,
then the government has also said, what else did they do? I'm trying to remember now. It just skipped my mind.
They can come in with their dependents.
Category coming with dependent. Then the category of care workers. It used to be at a specific level for you to come in as a care worker or a support worker. Government also reduced it. So I think it used to be, I will use category here, but there is a grading level for it. It used to be grade 3 or category 3, but they reduced it to 2, to accommodate that process. So the people that came in through the system may not understand what was the historical process before they came in. And they may be thinking that, maybe this was how the situation is. That then we came in, the government started changing. But that was not the case.